This is a video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Wednesday, January 21st. Yesterday, everyone was jumping out the windows, worried about the market. Sent out that trading alert and mentioned in the chat room that the 15-minute chart was telling us, just like I said on the weekend, that a large move was coming. And today we saw the beginnings of that. Market up almost 300 points today. A lot of different themes helping push it up, but the biggest one was of course, financials and the banks. Uh, Bank of America came out, its CEO bought a chunk of shares. After hours, we had JP Morgan come out and say that its CEO bought 500,000 shares. We also had Apple just blow its earnings away in after hours, and it was up nicely. So we should be looking at a nice continuation tomorrow. Like I mentioned before, every bullish falling wedge that we've seen since November, this is currently the fourth one. We've had a consolidation for 1 to 5 days and then a big move back up to the upper 800s. This looks to be the start of that yet again. Target, we're looking at, if we actually flip over to the daily chart, we're looking for at least a move to 8,700 plus over the next few days. Tomorrow or by Friday, would not be surprised to see us at least move to the 8,500 area. One thing you'll notice here that you don't hear the bears talk a lot about is look at the up days, the volume bars. Since November, all the up days are way more volume than the down days, and that tells us that the market is trying to make a medium term bottom. Doesn't mean we can't see lower, but it tells you that the bears argument is not as strong as they seem to think. Uh, Indicators look really good. RSI, we've got a bounce there. Stochastics nicely oversold, and the market's treaded water for about a week now, so it's time for to have another one of those big move ups. If you scroll down, I mentioned this weekend, whenever we've seen stochastics drop below 20 and move back up, we've seen about a 500 to 1,000 point rally. So our objective of 8,700 shouldn't be too much to worry about, at least with the financials taking off right now. SMH, big dip yesterday, but we bounced back today and closed pretty strong. And in after hours, we're seeing some nice movement on this as well. So we should see this one. Would be surprised if we see the market rally tomorrow that this does not move up to the 18s. VIX continues to make lower highs. VIX chart looks a lot like oil did back when oil was 100. So this next down move should see us take out this 35 200-day moving average support on the VIX, which is bullish for longs. USO oil bounced back today, and like I said, we need oil and we need financials for this market to move higher. And we had a nice bounce on oil today and a possible double bottom on the USO. So watch. Let's see if we get some follow through tomorrow on the USO. It might be time to take a look at some oil plays again for the near term. We continue to focus on the stem cell plays. ASTM was a laggard today. Its competitor STEM was up about 8%, but ASTM had a little short on it. Guess he likes having tax losses because I'm thinking this guy is going to get squeezed big time. Remember, Obama is set to repeal the stem cells ban that Bush put in place. It's part of his agenda, supposedly to be done in the first 100 hours. They've also added stem cells to the White House agenda, so it is still a main focus of Obama aside from the economy. Quick mention on that, we had Geithner having his confirmation hearing today, and a lot of the stuff he said today, the market started to gain strength when he said that a lot of the plans are going to come out over the next couple of weeks. So we've got some nice catalyst for my rally that I say is coming near term. STEM chart looks really good. We should really see this one over 2 tomorrow. Just been an awesome play for us. ASTM continues to lag, but like I said before, we've played this one many times. ASTM lags stem when it moves, but then all of a sudden it plays catch up in a couple of days. So don't be worried. That's why we continue to accumulate the laggard. OPXA had lots of big news and after hours yesterday, did nothing for the stock. They're looking for a partner or in discussions with a partner for their diabetes stem cell drug. So, these guys are a definite player in stem cells and their MS drug. They picked up the top advisor from Elon for Tisabri to help them with their MS drug that's in phase 2 and discussions they're having with other companies. So that is a positive. Elon has said before that they would pick up other MS drugs. So, we've got a top Elon person coming on board here in OPXA. So keep an eye on this one. UYG was our financial play yesterday. Caused us a little pain, just how it is when you try to catch knives in a market like this, but it bounced back huge today. This is a stock that likes its 8-day moving average. That is at 411. Financials up nicely in after hours. We should see this move there. I would say $4 plus by Friday is what we're looking for here. Not my favorite kind of play. Again, these ETFs, a lot of these ETFs that have been established over the last year are garbage. They tank more than the underlying stocks when they're going down, and they barely move up when the underlying stocks rally, which means it's a manipulated piece of crap ETF. But needless to say, we're in it. It's moving. We're going to, I'm looking for a move to the 8-day moving average on this one near term. Quick mention on Elon. Sold off after that big options rally on buyout rumors, etc., etc. But it held its 50-day moving average and bounced back nicely today on pretty decent volume for this stock on a non-options week. So let's keep an eye on this one near term. I like how this chart looks, and we could see this one make another move to the $9 area near term. Indicators look pretty good. Nice bounces in them. We've got uptrends in stochastics and RSI, so looking good on Elon near. After hours, we had Sanmina SANM report earnings. Nothing to write home about, but they said like every other tech stock, visibility sucks for them right now. So no need to panic. The reason it sold off last week was on Nortel's downgrade or bankruptcy. Doesn't seem like these guys have this issue, at least for now. So, would be looking to exit this one on bounces back to the mid-40s. Speaking of Nortel, this one looks ready to do its bankruptcy bounce run. Mentioned this on the weekend, how whenever these large, big, giant companies go bankrupt and go to the pink stocks, they always have a bounce back at least to the high on the day of the tank and the bankruptcy. And this looks like it's starting to warm up here. Last hour saw volume double on Nortel, so that's a very positive sign. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to bring up Lehman's chart. This was Lehman Brothers, bankrupt, tanked, ran back up above its opening tank price on bankruptcy day within a week. The other one example I gave was WAMU, Washington Mutual. You see the same thing here, tanked, then ran back all the way up to its tank price. So that is why we're looking for at least a move to 14 cents on this one, which from this area is 50 to 75% potential. So worth at least picking up a small scalp play on this one, like the risk reward on it near term. Could see a big volume, big up day in the next couple of days, especially if the market starts to extend higher. That's it for the update. Yes, not a lot of stock plays, but let's see how the market acts tomorrow. We're still focused on the cash-rich plays, but they've been kind of lagging lately. If we start to see the market rally like I think it's going to rally, those will come back into vogue again. And we're likely to see or hear a lot of Obama news over the next couple of weeks on, his economic stimulus package. So that should help the financials, which in turn should help the market. So near term, we're looking for a move to 85 to 8,700 on the Dow. And that's it for the update. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.